You ever hear of a big noggin? Well, when we come back here at the Bradley Center, we'll introduce you to the big noggins here in Milwaukee. ESPNU Campus Connection Week, capturing the passion and energy of the student body. Let's check in for the first time tonight with Brad Galli, a junior here at Marquette. And Brad, I understand you're going to introduce us to big noggins?
That's right, fellas. With such a rich college basketball history here at Marquette, there's bound to be plenty of great traditions. And you mentioned the Big Noggin program here at Marquette. It's the favorite of the students in the fan section here. Not just because they get to hold up their fans' favorite heads here of people in show business. It's because Marquette, frankly, does it better than anybody else in the nation. They get to come here and they pick the wins and losses of these big noggins. And each week the fans vote online for which new big noggin will be revealed. Fellas, you're going to want to stick around in the second half for what will be a very special presentation of the two new biggest noggins to the student section here at Marquette.
All right. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift looking good.
My personal favorite, fellas.
Hey, Brad, you think Kanye West knows you have Taylor Swift?
Not a Kanye West fan. It's all about Taylor Swift here at Marquette.
Okay, Brad. That's Brad Galli, a junior from Marquette, who incidentally is a Michigander out of Detroit. We'll be checking with Brad how he made the venture from Detroit to Milwaukee to attend college. Welcome back to ESPNU Campus Connection Week, along with Mike Kelly, Mike Gleason here, as we check in with Brad Galli, the junior from Marquette for the second time, who's about to unveil some more big noggins.
I certainly am, guys, and as I told you earlier in the game, the fans get to vote on these every week. I've got the list for this week's voting, and in a stunning upset, down goes Angelina Jolie, down goes Megan Fox, and down goes Jennifer Aniston. Ladies and gentlemen, your new big noggins here, Mike Gleason and Mike Kelly. Welcome to the Big Noggin Club, fellas.
Jeez. Well, you look happy. I look very upset.
The best looking ones we've ever had, I think.
Actually,
nice headset there, Mike.
Hey, Brad, I think Mike looked angry because I was in color. He might have been in black and white. You know, when you played, everyone said you never had a big head. It looked like you had a big head right there, Mike.
There you go. There you go. Why do I feel like you knew that was coming and I didn't there, Cleve?
There's the number 6143. Now log on to Facebook today. Search ESPNU, become a fan. Post your best college basketball photos and comments. Show us your school pride on ESPNU Facebook. Now our question tonight is posed to you, the fan. How do you get ready for the game? Let's check in again with Brad Galli, the junior here from Marquette. Brad, help us out. How do you get ready, or how do some of the fans here at Marquette get ready for the game?
You know what's so great about these Marquette fans is that even though it's so stinking cold here up in Milwaukee, they line the streets of the Bradley Center every single game, and Buzz Williams is known for coming out and feeding the fans some donuts and saying, hey, thanks for coming out here, for being such diehard fans.
How cold is it, Brad?
Pretty stinking cold.
Brad,
well, you're from Detroit. You should be comfortable, right?
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Yeah, I pretty much go coatless around. I'm a tough guy.
So have you adapted and become a Green Bay Packer fan, or are you a Lion fan? Or are you willing to admit you're a Lion fan?
Lions fan through and through. Matthew Stafford is my guy.
How do you come to Milwaukee and not evolve into a Packer fan?
You know, I think there's something wrong with me. The fact that I follow the Lions so much and so hardcore. But, you know, I got to stay true to my guys. And the Lions, they're some sore losers, but I'm always behind them.
You know, Brad, we're talking throughout the broadcast about the Big Three moving on last year. What were the expectations of Marquette fans with this basketball team this year?
You know, the thing about Marquette fans is without a football team here, they're smart basketball fans. They understand what happens when a trio of players like last year's, threesome left. And people expected them to be okay, but, you know, about where people projected them to be, about 9th in the Big East. But I think what they've been able to do and hang tough with these teams in the Big East is a testament to their character, and it's really shown that they can overachieve with the rest of the Big East season to go forth here.
Brad, this is Mike here. What's the mood on campus? It's been a tough start to this season, but a lot of close games, close losses, and a chance to get some wins down the stretch. Is it optimistic, would you say?
I certainly think so. I think, judging what Buzz's teams have been able to do in his 2 years here as a coach, and looking at the schedule ahead, because quite frankly, guys, they had one of the toughest schedules in America the past few weeks here, playing top 5, top 10 teams the past few days. And so I think if you look at the rest of the schedule, it's almost like a cupcake compared to those first few games.
Hey, Brad, how did you wind up in Milwaukee from Detroit?
I knew I wanted to go into broadcasting, and I had a buddy of mine named Brian Henry came up to Marquette, and I followed in his footsteps here. Absolutely loved the program and couldn't speak more highly about it up here.
Surrounded by the fans, very smart by saying these are smart basketball fans.
Yeah, they're good people up here. They know their basketball better than anybody, and if you walk around, you can ask anybody about an Al McGuire quote, and they can tell you what cracked sidewalks means.
Do you have a favorite player on this team?
favorite player's got to be Lazar Hayward, one of the kindest human beings I've ever met, and one of the most quality, basketball players you see out there in the country.
So you've had some opportunities to meet with him and have some conversation?
Certainly, I've been able to sit down with him a few times. Actually shot a commercial with him last year for our student TV station, and I've interviewed him multiple times. He's an absolute phenomenal guy, phenomenal basketball player, and when my mom came to visit, she made him cookies, and all the time he says, "How's your mom?" So, it's just a testament to the kind of guy that Lazar Hayward really is.
Way to a man's heart through his stomach, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What kind of cookies?
Sugar cookies.
Very well spoken, Brad, except there's someone out there from Wisconsin watching this broadcast probably doesn't appreciate the stinking cold.
Maybe it's the yeast from the Miller breweries just down the street or something. I'm not sure.
All right, thanks a lot. Brad Galli, the junior.
Thank you, guys.
Here at Marquette. Great job.
Real pleasure. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Have a good one.
Great job.
Don't go away. We'll probably use you again here with 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Very well spoken, huh?
Absolutely. What a good kid.
Brad Galli, the junior here at Marquette, part of ESPNU Campus Connection Week. Valentine matchup with Georgetown, 35 seconds to go, and ESPNU Campus Connection Week. Let's check in with Brad Galli, the junior from Marquette, one more time. Brad, your thoughts on this game for Marquette?
Well, fellas, you heard the crowd cheering for Rob Frozina. He's the walk-on. Funny story about Rob. When he came here as a freshman, he tried out for the team. Didn't get the call, and about 2 months into the season, a player went down with an injury, and the rest is history. And Rob is everyone's favorite player out here in the crowd, and to see him play really shows the family environment here at Marquette.
Well, Brad, it's great having you with us tonight. Great job, and best wishes for continued success here.
Thanks so much. It was a pleasure learning from you guys all night.
Nice job, Brad.
Brad Galli, the junior, part of ESPNU Campus Connection Week. Students giving you an all-access pass to campus life across the country. Hey, Brad, one more thing before we sign off.
Yep.
What's unique about going to college here at Marquette?
I think what I pointed to earlier about the fact that, there's no football team here. It's all basketball. As you can see, this is a professional arena that pretty much gets jam-packed every single game. So it's a blue-collar area that roots for their basketball team.